I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Now I like books and they like me, so when I go to the library, I sit down in my favorite chair and check to see who's there.
Hi, I'm Avriel, KLVW, and we're in front of the Manchester Library. So let's take a look at a kaleidoscope of the knowledge that awaits us. Come on in.
Library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out.
I'd like to introduce to you Rachel Cantor. She's manager of the library.
Hi.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, April. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for inviting us here. This is really exciting.
What can I show you today?
Okay, I'm going to put some books down. And I think we'll start off today with what you offer to seniors. Since I represent Leisure Village West and we're an adult 55 and older community, let's see what awaits us for seniors. So let's start there.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Another thing. Rachel, how long have you been manager here? This is kind of new position.
It is. I've been here 6 months.
6 months?
Yes.
And you know everything.
Not everything yet.
Okay.
I learn something new every day.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Why don't we walk to a quiet area where we can continue? So, Rachel, we're going to talk about senior programs
Okay.
that are offered here. So I know they have a lot of programs. I mean, I can go through the plethora of tech and audio books, but why don't you're the one that knows everything, so let's go on from there.
We have a lot of programs that are for adults in general, as well as seniors. For seniors specifically, we have our Memory Cafe, which offers an opportunity for people with memory loss and their caretakers to come out and interact with each other and other people.
Mm-hmm.
And
do they have to sign up for that program?
they do, but not with us. They sign up with the Alzheimer's Association.
I see. Uh-huh.
It's a partnership that we
Okay.
have with the Alzheimer's Association.
So maybe at the end of the program, we can put some kind of site that they can go on.
Sure.
At the end of the program to get in touch with that.
Absolutely.
So what happens in that memory?
They just have an opportunity to interact and maybe do some puzzles or play some games and be out of the house. Be
Yeah.
out of wherever they generally stay for the day with their caretaker.
Right. Now tell me about the programs that you have for us not very knowledgeable tech people.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We have a lot of opportunities. We do tech talks where we will teach people how to use their cell phone or use their iPad or their Kindle, especially after the holidays when a lot of people are given these items as gifts by their children and don't know how to use them.
Right.
We can offer one-on-one sessions where you can make an appointment with a librarian, or you can attend one of our tech talks if the topic appeals to you.
Okay. Now, you have all these programs. How does one find out when they're given? Does the library produce a calendar so we know what day of the week or what month it's in?
Each month, our branch prints a calendar for adults and another one for children.
Mm-hmm.
We also have our calendar on our website, but if you're not too tech savvy, you're not going to be able to use that.
Right.
So you can always call the branch and ask what's happening, or you
Yes.
can come in and pick up a calendar on a monthly basis.
Oh, very, very good. Okay, so you have those, you have the tech, and is Play a Wag for children, or is that, when I pre-interviewed you, there was a Play a Wag, I think it involved canines.
I never heard of Play a Wag.
Okay, I thought.
Maybe you're thinking of Play Away, which is an audiobook.
Oh, tell me about that.
So we have several different kinds of audiobooks
Okay, let's walk
available
over and
throughout
take
the
a look at
library.
them.
We have obviously regular books on CD. And then we have Playaways, which are a self-contained audiobook. You open them up. You can put your own earbuds in here. You put your battery in here, and then it has play, rewind, fast forward. You can put your earbuds in, pop it in your pocket, go for a walk, clean your house, do your gardening while you're listening to your audiobook. Also, you can plug in your auxiliary cable from your car and listen to it while you're driving.
That's wonderful. That really is.
So
How long can one keep the audiobook?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
And most likely you can renew it twice as long as no one else is waiting for it. If someone's waiting for it, we ask you to return it.
Now, I know you have within Ocean County borrowing. So if you don't have a book or an audio book, how does one go about that?
Well, you can go on our website, log into your account, and request it,
website.
which is theoceancountylibrary.org.
Okay.
Or you can call us and we'll help you do it. We can do it for you over the phone. You can come in and ask. We have people who come in with lists, and we'll put everything on their list on hold for them. If there is something you're looking for that we do not have in Ocean County, we will do our best to get it for you via interlibrary loan, which is a program where we can go outside the library system and borrow from other libraries around the United States. And that frequently happens with nonfiction materials where, maybe we need to borrow it from a college library or something like that, but we don't have every book ever written in the building.
Of course not. Of course not. How old is this structure?
This building opened in 1990, so it's 33 years old.
And have we done any upgrades on it in the 33 years?
In about 2017 or 2018, they did a remodel, and I think they might work on it a little bit more because of COVID. It never really got finished.
Right.
So
yeah, a halt came to almost everything.
Well, that, and they had to divert money to making things safe.
Sure.
So we had to get barriers, and order masks and gloves and sanitizers and all kinds of things that we didn't have in the past.
Right. Well, I'm looking at the large print books because I have become a fan of large print.
Yes.
Which is a section opposite me, and Michael will film it in a little bit. But, if you don't have a book here, it would be the same thing as the interactive between libraries that you can get a book for me in large print.
If the system owns the title, we can get it for you from another branch of the Ocean County Library. And if the system doesn't own it, we will ask if you would like to do an interlibrary loan where we can go out of the system and see if someone else will lend it to us.
Now, say I borrow a book from the Lakewood Library. May I return it here?
Yes, you may. You can return any book from any one of our 21 branches to any other of the 21 branches.
That's terrific.
We also have reciprocal borrowing agreements with Monmouth and Burlington counties. So you can't borrow there and return here, or borrow here and return there. But you can take your Ocean County Library card to Monmouth County or to Burlington County, and you are entitled to get a card from that county as well.
Let's talk about that process in getting a library card. Tell me how we do that.
There are 2 different ways you can do it. You can fill out a paper application and bring in ID that says you live in Ocean County, or you can fill it out online and pick it up later with the same ID.
Now, I know you also have a download. We can download books free.
Yes, we have lots of different ways you can do that.
Tell me about that.
Well, the first one is Libby, which you were talking to me about before. So Libby and Hoopla are 2 different apps that you can get for your device, or you can go on their websites on your computer and borrow books for free from the library. Libby also has access to Canopy, which is movies, and Universal Class, where you can take college level classes, and also Covell's Antiques.
That's
all in their
wonderful.
extra section.
You wanted to show us that on the tablet.
I can show you that on my tablet. I also have Hoopla on my tablet.
And Hoopla is the same.
Hoopla is similar. So this is Libby. And if you scroll up, you can see magazines on Libby. You can now subscribe to magazines on Libby. Canopy, which is movies. And if you click on our extra section, you'll see that you can get Canopy. I'm waiting for it to load.
That's okay.
Covell's Antiques and Collectibles, and Universal Class. There we go.
That's really terrific.
And I hope you're as good as an editor as you said.
Yeah. Oh, that really is.
It really is. And this one is Hoopla. Hoopla also has audiobooks. It has video. And in their video, they have television shows.
Mm-hmm. That's terrific.
And they also have movies.
So we can take the library anywhere.
You can take the
You really
library
can.
anywhere. Now, Libby is available to our non-Ocean County members.
Mm-hmm.
Hoopla is not. Hoopla is only available within the county.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you also have a program for volunteers. You know, we're retired now, and everyone thinks retirement is easy, but it really isn't. We have to fill our time. We're used to going to jobs from 9 to 5 and 5 days a week, maybe sometimes 6 days a week. And now we're retired, and what are we going to do? So I know the library offers volunteer programs.
Yes, you can sign up to volunteer. You can either be a friend of the library, which the Friends are our fundraising arm.
Tell me about that.
So the job of the Friends of the Library is to raise funds so that the library has extra money for programming and sometimes furnishings.
Okay, so is there a donation required by?
There's a membership fee,
Okay.
which it's a dues. I think it's only $10.
Nominal. For the year.
For the year.
Okay.
Right. So if you become a friend of the library, you can also volunteer to do things in the library, or you can just volunteer without being a friend. But
And what are those things? What am I going to be doing?
some of the
I
things
can't change a bulb. So.
we wouldn't ask you to.
Okay.
Nothing on a ladder.
Okay, good.
We might ask you to shelf read, which is making sure that the books are in the correct order on the shelves,
Mhm.
because sometimes when patrons pull them off, they put them back in the wrong place.
Yes.
We might ask you to help us prepare crafts for children.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some of the things our teen volunteers do as
Mhm.
well. We might ask you to clean DVDs or CDs because, you know, they get handled a lot, they get dirty, they don't play so well.
Mhm.
And those are some of the more popular tasks that we might ask people
Okay,
to do.
let's go back to DVDs. Okay, so now I come in and I want to borrow a DVD.
Yes.
How long can I keep it? And is there a renewal process?
So feature film DVDs you can borrow for 7 days.
Okay.
Anything can be renewed twice as long as there is no one waiting for it on the holds list.
Okay.
So you can have a DVD up to 21 days.
Okay. How would I know if someone's waiting?
Well, if you would try to renew it, it won't let you.
Oh, okay.
And
That's my prompt. Bring it back.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And you can either call to renew, you can bring it in to renew, or you can renew it online. Most items, if there is no one waiting for it, will automatically renew.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I know that you were talking about coloring.
Yes.
Now, how often is that? I love to color, and it's such good therapy.
Once a month on a Friday afternoon. I believe it's the third Friday of the month. We have calming coloring.
Uh-huh.
And it's for adults. They can come in, they listen to relaxing music, they color. There's a therapy dog that comes in. You can play with the therapy dog. It's a very relaxing hour.
That's terrific. So
Yeah.
they're always a different dog
I think we have 2 or 3 that rotate.
that come in,
Yeah.
and while they're coloring and listening to music, the dog is there that they
Yes.
can pet and get some kind of relationship with. That's really very good. Now, I know you spoke about teens, and I know it's not summer now.
No.
It's not summer, even though we might show this during the summer. What do you offer to adolescents so that they get some kind of responsibility in doing something that's
Sure.
really good?
Well, especially in the summer, we have our SAIL program, which stands for Service and Achievement in the Library. And the kids come in. We had 30-something volunteers this summer. They did great work. They helped decorate the library. They created displays for the library. They came up with programming ideas for us to carry throughout the year. They had a wonderful, wonderful time in the guidance of our teen librarian. And every summer we hire someone we call a SAIL coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a young teacher who was our SAIL coordinator this year. And the two of them worked really well together with the kids.
That's a great program. That really is. Now, I know you also have a room. I had a friend that displays some of her artwork there. And you used to have movies.
Yes.
That we would go and see an afternoon movie.
Mhm.
Is that still?
But we still have the room and we still have art displays.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, in mid-November, Leisure Village West is doing a group display there.
Oh, very nice.
Your art,
Our
yes.
art program.
Yes. We no longer have the movie program.
Okay.
We just have too much going on in the room right now. So.
Yes. So what other things go on in that room? It's you call it a meeting.
We call it the
So
meeting room.
What is that?
We use it for our programs and we use it for larger meetings. It's system-wide meetings, like our whole youth services team might meet there, or all the branch managers might meet there. So we do have some large meetings. Our staff meetings are held in there.
Yes.
But mostly it's for programs. So
Okay.
we recently had violinist Dr. Pottles was here. We had a lovely program. We have coming up. Let me look at my list that I brought out.
Sure.
Some of the programs that are coming up.
I know
So,
also.
Yes.
I know also that you had French. You used to have a French club
Yes,
here, and there were other clubs
That went away during COVID.
that did, and it never
Right,
resurrected.
Yeah, we do have our monthly knitting group. It's twice a month on the second Thursday of the month, knitting and crocheting.
What time is that, in the morning or afternoon?
No, I think it's at 1 o'clock, 1 to 3. On Fridays, we have our quilters, the second and fourth Friday of the month from 1 to 3. And we also have a writing and poetry group.
That's terrific. And when you're saying writing and poetry, do you have an instructor that teaches them a format if one wants to write a bio?
I believe that it's more open. People come in. It's a big round table. They talk about what they've written and they critique each other and they help each other get through their writing.
That's terrific. That really is. There's so many programs that are offered.
So many.
There really are. So tell me about the computer, because I'm not very technological or computer knowledge. I'm lucky I can turn my phone on. So tell me about that. Do you have instruction for that?
We can do one-on-one instruction if people need to learn.
And that's a free service?
Yeah. Just make an appointment with the librarian. If you have a laptop and you want to learn a specific function in your laptop, you can call, make an appointment, and bring in your laptop. If you have a tablet, same thing. Call, make an appointment, and bring it in. Or you can attend one of our tech talks, and if it works for the topic, like we will eventually have classes. We do sometimes have classes teaching, Word for beginners, or we can't really do mouse instruction right now because we only have the 4 public laptops.
That's what I wanted to know, how many you have.
Right. So what we do is we generally refer people to classes at other branches that have computer labs that are...
Right. Now, needless to say, the library also has a printer, right?
We have a
and
printer.
You can make copies, and you can...
We have 2 copiers, and now they're available in color. They used to only be black and white. We also have a fax machine that sends. It does not receive. It only sends.
Okay.
And a scanner. So if you need to scan and email something, you can do that. And that's free.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, let me check my notes here. We talked about Friends of the Library, but you also told me that you have book sales.
Yes, that's the Friends of the Library book sale, and that's their major fundraiser.
Okay.
So right when you walk in, on the right side as you're walking in, is a shelf of books, and those are for sale. And the money all goes to the Friends of the Library, and then they in turn give it to the branch to use for programming or furnishings.
And that's a nominal fee.
They're pretty nominal. Yeah, I think the most expensive is $1.
Well, I just
sometimes there are special books that we may charge a little more for with the Friends' permission.
Now, you used to also have grandparents' story time.
We have lots of different story times. So if you take a look at the children's calendar, there are story times and all kinds of activities, and grandparents are welcome to attend any of them with their grandchildren.
Okay, so so you have something for the little ones.
Oh, all the time.
All the time. It's not just the weekends.
No.
Oh, okay.
Mostly during the week, actually.
Very good. All right. We did Friends of the Library when we did the Quilting Club. Are there any other launching of any other clubs that you know of that might take place?
There's going to be there's a gaming club starting. Our teen librarian just purchased a Nintendo Switch, and he does Mario Smash Brothers tournaments and all kinds of teen takeover gaming things. And then he also is starting an escape room club where the kids can create and solve escape rooms.
Well, we're really giving some motivation to these kids for sure. That's great.
And
that's great.
We're having teens show up, which is a good thing.
You used to have gaming once a week also. Is that still exist?
Yes.
Okay. So what is that? They just go on and if they don't have a computer at home,
Depending on the week. Sometimes it's video games. Sometimes it's board games.
Oh, uh-huh.
Sometimes they play all different kinds of things. Sometimes they play games in the round, things like Dungeons and Dragons or role-playing games. So,
you also offer job searches.
It's not job searches. We'll teach you how to search for a job.
In a certain.
We'll help you with your resume.
Yes.
That kind of stuff. We offer classes on resume building and things like that sometimes.
And that's all going to be on your calendar.
It will all be on the calendar when we're offering them.
Okay, that's
right now. We have a lot of very interesting history programs coming up.
Tell me about them.
That's what I have to remember.
There's your notes. It's
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I had a calendar that I didn't bring out with me, but I can run up to the desk and get one.
That's okay. That's all right.
So we have something coming up on Korea. We have something coming up on the Hindenburg. And there's another really interesting history program coming up that Mike's doing. Plus, we're having 2 different programs on Native Americans. One on the Lenni Lenapes, and I don't recall off the top of my head what the other one is. There's just a lot happening at the branch right now.
That's terrific. Now, also, I just looked at my notes that you had Touch a Truck.
Yes, that unfortunately got canceled because it rained.
Oh, my.
But what Touch a Truck is we have volunteers from the fire department, the police department. We tried to get sanitation, but they didn't show. Recycling. And they all brought their vehicles out. They were supposed to bring their vehicles out for the kids to
just
climb on and look at. Yeah.
Right.
But unfortunately, it got rained out. And that was going to be a fundraiser. The friends were going to have a bake sale and sell snow cones. And it would have been a nice carnival atmosphere.
So it's just postponed. That doesn't mean you can't, it won't be.
For now. Yeah.
Okay.
We're hoping to maybe reschedule in the spring, but I don't know.
Okay. You also sister with Ocean County for blood drives and vaccines?
For the Ocean County Health Department, we partner. They do their vaccine clinics here, and in a lot of our other branches. Not for blood drives. For that, we partner with Red Cross.
Okay.
But we do partner for blood drives. We haven't had any since COVID. I'm hoping to start them up again.
Right.
I did get permission.
Oh, good.
I'm just waiting for the wheels to be in motion.
Oh, good.
We partner with the Board of Elections. They are using our meeting room for 2 weeks for early voting. Early voting is really October 28th through November 5th, but they take over the room for longer than that.
Okay, so that's coming up.
That's coming up. We also have the ballot box outside.
Yes.
Which is for mail-in votes.
Actually, when I was waiting in the car, I saw quite a few people drop a ballot in.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's good. Now, I know you prepared so much. Is there anything on this table you want to share with us that we didn't get?
Yes, I'd like you to see a few things. We looked at the playaways, but we didn't look at the Launchpad. The Launchpad is a handheld video game. Our collections department originally bought them for seniors, for people who maybe wanted to learn to play games. They thought maybe for people who didn't have the internet at home, but we're finding children are really enjoying them, especially since they don't have to be on the internet to use them. Their parents are allowing them to check them out.
Right. And I see it's age appropriate.
Right. So we have them for all different age ranges. These books are called Wonder Books and Vox Books. We have 2 different brands, but they're basically read-alongs where you can push a button and the book will read to you and you can read along with it. Just like when we were kids, we had books on records, or
that's right.
My daughter had books on cassette.
Yes.
Now it's all in in here.
Wow, that's so nice. Is there a difference with this book at all?
It's just a different brand.
It's just a different. That's terrific. That really, really is.
And then we do have a small collection of Braille books, which I would... Woo! Dominoes. I wanted to point out that we do have a small collection of Braille books. So if you have a visually impaired child or an adult who wants to read, a visually impaired adult that wants to read to a child, we do have books in Braille.
And can they also borrow through the interlibraries with that? If you just don't have the one book that perhaps they want to read to their child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's there's so many things I didn't know that the library offers. Did we cover everything? Did I forget anything?
We also have over 100 databases that people can use to do research, and free access to newspapers online, such as the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Mm-hmm.
We now have access to the New York Times puzzle page online, and everything is right on our website,
Yes, and that's where we'll get all our information through.
which is theoceancountylibrary.org.
Okay, and we will put that at the end of our filming. So you told me that you have memory books for seniors.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
These are memory books. They are books that have little or very few words and lots of pictures, so they can help invoke memories. So, for example, pictures of flowers. People might just want to open them up and look at the beautiful pictures
so that they have
inside.
stimulus. Mhm.
Right.
And I thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you. It really was. So this is Avriel signing off now. Until next time.
I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Now I like books and they like me, so when I go to the library, I sit down in my favorite chair and check to see who's there. Maybe one book, maybe two. Take me home, says Winnie the Pooh. And if we have to travel far, I'll bring my honey jar. Oh, I'm going down to the library, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Gonna say hi to the dictionary, picking out a book, check it in, check it out. Sleeping Beauty yawned and said, I'll come when I get out of bed. But Madeline says, let her nap, and jumps into my lap. The Cat in the Hat says, hey, I'll go. Don't take him, cries Pinocchio. Don't take that cat to your address, he always makes a mess.